We Got This Africa is an April Communications production with support from Kaiser. Proudly brought to you by Fritol. Fritol, you deserve a life of goodness.
Girl, listen. We got this.
Body image issues. We all have them, or we all have had them at some point in our lives. I remember struggling with my weight after I had my babies, and sometimes I go back there and I come back. We keep fluctuating, but we keep going. Most of the time, when I think of people with body image issues, my mind just travels to people who must be very obese, and that's all I think about. But in recent times, I have had the opportunity to learn about body image issues in all body types and sizes. Today, I'm going to be speaking to two ladies who have a lot to say on this matter. You're watching We Got This Africa. My name is Ashorkor. I'm happy you're here today. Stay tuned.
We got this.
When I open Fritol sunflower, nature comes to life. When I cook with Fritol sunflower, family comes to life. Nature's gift to you in every drop, goodness in every bite. Nature's gift to you in every drop, goodness in every bite.
Just give to you in every drawer.
Feels great to have a hearty, healthy family. Fritol sunflower cooking oil. Also cholesterol free for tasty, healthy meals. Love your food, love your life.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We got this.
Today I'm hanging out with the cool kids, Dorothy, Cornelius, and Miss Austin. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
How are you doing?
We're well.
So I told my crew we're discussing body image issues, and when you ladies walked in, they were like, where are your guests? I said, these are my guests. And they're like, what's the topic again? And I said, wait, and body image issues. They were like, and they left the matter. Miss Austin, in my eyes, in my very candid opinion, and in the opinion of many people here in our studio tonight, you have the perfect, amazing body type.
In the UK, US, maybe. In Ghana, not so much.
What's your issue?
So, I'm tiny. I'm too small in people's eyes, right? And I'm 35 and I look 12, or people give me 18 max. So when you enter a room or an office or anywhere I go, people always address me as a child. So I always have to be feisty. I'm always aggressive because of that, because I'm not even given the common respect or decency as a human being. It's just like you're always being talked down to or completely ignored. And for me, that's where the problem lies.
You're 35.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm 33. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Okay. So for someone like me, you can imagine what...
Isn't that a compliment, though, that you look younger?
Well, it is at a point. Well, in my old age, I would appreciate it more. But now, not so much, because I always have to fight, or I'm always on the edge, or I always have to demand just common decency. I'm not even asking for too much. Just address me as a human being, but you're always talked down like a kid or completely ignored. And for ladies, for men, it's even worse, right? So let's say there is a problem, or there's an issue, I have an issue with someone, and we're going back and forth. And the person is talking down on me because they don't think, one, you're a woman, two, you're too young to be having this kind of conversation with me, right? and you're busy arguing. This is something that happened, right, with me and a taxi driver some time back. And I was talking to the man. I was like, oh, hey, please calm down. There was a car behind me. That's why this happened. I'm sorry. And he was like, oh, don't talk to me. Who are you? You are a woman, right? So I flip. And I'm going back and forth with this guy. And then people come around. And I'm trying to explain to them. They're like, no. You can't talk to the man. Because when they think I'm a kid, that's the
first thing.
Yeah, so whether I'm right or not, it doesn't matter. You're just a kid. Keep quiet and sit down. You have no say. So I'm always feisty.
And this is your everyday?
Every day. Work, home. Oh no, home, they know me. But you get what I mean. Everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere. Unless the person knows me personally. That's when, but I'm easily forgotten. I'm easily ignored or brushed away. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes. So I always have to be in my Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Sorry. Wow. And Dorothy, I mean, Dorothy, you are our Instagram inspiration for like for the girl who's got it and laughs it, and you know, you've got your style on point, you've got your fashion on point, you've got your body goals, skin goals, confident goals. So, what's your body image issue?
Okay, I think I didn't have that issue when I was growing up. I was slim, sexy girl growing up. When I entered university, I think, you want to be a model, you want to do those brand promoting things, so you wouldn't eat much. I remember going for one audition for one of this runway thing, and they told me I have large hips. I should trim my hips and come back. I don't fit it. I'm like, wait, I don't even have enough. So that was the first one. That got me really go back home and really think aloud, like, trim my hips. Am I that big? I brushed that one aside. Then when I started working, doing TV stuff here and there, sometimes you're on set and they will say cut because your tummy looks somewhere in...
Your tummy looks somewhere
in your dress. Like, can you tuck in more? Can you tuck in more? And you know, it makes you very conscious of your body. Can you tuck in more? You see, this area, the fupa area, sometimes people get, I won't say fat, people get big or
and when you
gain weight.
You get folds.
Yes, but you see, my folds or my fat, it's not from my tummy, it's like the fupa area. And it's something that comes when you're growing the fupa, your abdomen. That's where your fat is. It's not really up here. So, and it takes a very long time. Unless maybe you want to go and use surgical means to take it off. Or use maybe injection. You have something like that, injection to dissolve the fat. But naturally, some people have their fat around that area. Yeah. So maybe you're on set and everything, and they have to say cut, and they'll tell you, can you tuck in? Like, can you tuck in? And I'm like, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, but no, like, no, really, you look at the shot, it doesn't look good. Because
they tell you that?
Yes, it doesn't look good because of your tummy. Like, can you do something about it? So that is where it started from. Now I started questioning, or sometimes you go to work and you're like, are you grown big? Or sometimes when I go big, I get the double chin. So at work, they'll be like, no papa. Like, that's the, why? And I'm like, I'm me. He was like, yeah, that's not, you used to be nicer, you used to be slim. Right now, it's like, and I'm like, they think they are joking about it, but sometimes when I'm alone, I think about it, like, then I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, what is wrong? And it got to the time I wasn't eating right. When I was doing my stuff, I wasn't eating right at all. And I think I developed even ulcer. When I went to I had ulcer. I went to the hospital. I had ulcer. When I went to the hospital, they were like, yes, you have ulcer, you need to start eating. That's another problem. So I was dealing with that eating and everything. But I think that's how come I developed love for blazers, because I don't feel comfortable wearing some things like a bodycon dress. I feel like we have that mentality or that thing of how somebody who is wearing a bodycon dress should look, like curvy, Coca-Cola body shape. So when I wear it, maybe I look good in it, but to me, that fupa area, it becomes a bit puffy. So I'm like, nah, I think that's when I started liking blazers and everything.
Yeah, because you are like a blazer inspiration.
Exactly.
on
I feel
Instagram.
like even though somebody would be like, that's my style.
Real good
that's,
style.
Yeah, that's my style. I feel like I don't want to do anything. I told myself I wouldn't do anything to my body, like go under the knife, because I don't even have kids. So that one is out. So the next thing is, what else can I wear to make me feel good and look sexy? If I can't put on the bodycon dresses because I'm thinking I don't look good, that is when I started looking online. I've not said this thing, but everybody thinks, oh, she just like wearing blazer. But there's a reason to why it's more of the blazers and it's more of the oversized clothes. Because anytime, when I come to work, anytime I'm wearing something like body hugging, I'm always fidgeting, and you will tell me I'm fine. I'm like, no, I'm not. I need to look good. So when I'm even sitting here, I'm actually wearing some corset too. Like you hold me, I look very hard that day. You see?
So it's like a waist trainer. A waist trainer.
Yeah, to feel like I'm snatched. Maybe I look good without it, but to me, it's not working. I know. And
how often do you have to wear waist trainers?
For me, for now, I can wear it every day.
All day?
All day. I call it my cage.
Because I've been with you since we've been together today for about 8 hours.
Yeah.
You've been wearing a waist trainer the whole time?
The whole time.
That's a long time.
Yes, I call it my cage.
Are you comfortable in it?
No, I can't really go down to buckle up. I can't. I'm not comfortable. I can't eat right. And, because you're wearing it, you can't really eat much because you feel very uncomfortable when you're full and something is holding your tummy in. So you can just eat some, 1, 2, and that's it. And it's really exhausting, especially when you go home and you remove it and it was like, I still look the same. Nothing is happening. I went on a diet, keto diet. You know about this. 2 months I was on keto diet, reduced. People were now telling me, oh, you've gone down and everything. But to me, I still look at my body, I still look at my tummy, and I'm like, nah.
Even after the keto diet?
Yes, even though I'd gone down, now we're like, I think right now I want it to even be slim, and I tell myself I want to look like him. Like, if you look like me, you look sick. And I'm like, I want to calm down.
What size are you now?
I was 12, 14. Now I'm 12, 10. Now I can even wear 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I can even wear 10. I've really gone down.
And you want to go down some more?
Down to like Miss Austin.
You want to be like Miss Austin?
Yes. I tell her all the time.
What size are you?
I've left the 4. I'm now at 6, sometimes 8. 6, sometimes 8. I don't, 8 is bigger than
So you're a size 6?
6.
You want to be a size 6?
But I went to the hospital, something like this. I went to the hospital and they told me for my height, I can go down to a 72 kg. That's it. If I go below, if I go like 68, that is me falling sick, or that is me going off. Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'7", 5'8".
Okay.
Yeah.
And you want to weigh 68?
Like very slim. I mean, I don't really much. I don't like the bum, the hips. I just want to look slim so that I can wear the bodycon dresses without thinking about my tummy. I do exercise, I gym, but I don't know what is happening. And I've gone slim. I mean, people see me, I was like, oh, you've done well, you've calmed down and everything. But to me now, it's more like, I don't want to say it's more like an addiction or now you're obsessed with it or something like that. I'm scared it might be. Because why am I still wearing this wish? And I look at body shapers, I want to look a certain type of way. I'm just hoping I don't cross that bridge where I even thought of doing the injection thing. So I called,
like a liposuction?
No, like the fat dissolving thing. I called my doctor and asked him about it. Have you heard of this fat thing when you have fupa area? He explained a whole lot to me, and I'm like, I'll think about it. I'll call him later.
I'm trying not to judge you, Dorothy. I'm really trying not to judge. I'm trying to understand. I'm looking at how gorgeous you look right now. I mean, when you walked in today, I was like, oh, she's looking so good. Forgive me, but I don't understand.
I don't know how to explain it. It's an internal something. I don't like it when I take pictures or when somebody says, oh yeah, it looks like you're getting a double chin. Then it's like, oh my God, I'm getting big, I'm getting fat. Or when I take a picture and my face looks so big, I feel like I'm not looking nice.
Does social media have anything to do with this?
A lot. And the kind of work that we do.
Yeah.
They are really, trust me, some people are very, very harsh. Some of the people in charge, they are very, very harsh. They don't care how you feel. If you're wearing a dress and you're looking some way, they'll tell you. They'll tell you. So sometimes when I see the ladies that go under the knife, sometimes I don't blame them. Because some of the words are so hurtful. Like, how can you stop a whole production and tell me that I should tuck in? And maybe I'm still doing my best, but it still maybe doesn't look right. Maybe you can take it from another angle. Why do you have to make me feel so bad about that? I will do my job and I go, but you are killing me. You are killing me. And then we come and we're wearing waist trainers on set. That one too is a problem because when you wear it, sometimes it looks off with some certain type of clothes. Sometimes when you wear like this, it's fine. When you wear a dress and you're wearing it and it can show, it looks off.
Wow.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
I mean, there was a time when I had to wear waist trainers, but it was because I had just had a baby, and you know, I had a C-section, and so when I didn't wrap my belly, it hurt. Like when I walk, it hurt.
Yeah.
So I kind of started wrapping my belly as soon as I had a baby, and of course, I wanted my stomach to shrink. I don't know if the waist trainer makes your belly shrink. I don't think it does.
Okay.
I don't know the science, but I don't think it does.
Yeah.
I think while you're wearing the outfit, it'll tuck you in and it looks great. But after you take it off, your body still looks, you know, like it did before.
Yeah.
I did wrap my belly for a long time, and I know that traditionally our parents or our mothers did it. You know, you wrap your belly after you have a baby because it's supposed to help. So perhaps there's a science to it.
Yeah.
But like on a regular day, when you wear a body shaper, there's some clothes that would require you to wear a body shaper so that they look a certain, you know, way. But if it's something that you have to wear every day and is uncomfortable, I just struggle to see.
You know,
why.
but you see, when you wear it too, like when I started wearing it, I went on leave when I went back to work. When I wear it and I wear maybe my skirt and my top, trust me, 2 days ago, it's not like I'm lying, 2 days ago, a Range Rover pulled to talk to me, a guy in there, because of the way I was looking.
It has nothing to do with the waist trainer.
It has everything to do with the way my shape was and how I was, when I wear the way your middle section looks so, you know, curvy, and your bum come out and everything, and you're wearing your skirt, office wear, you look delicious.
So would you always have your clothes on? I mean,
I'm just saying that.
So Dorothy, you meet this guy, you like him, he likes you because of the way your waist looks, you probably have a relationship, or you maybe marry him, whatever, and you would take off the waist trainer if you're intimate with this person, and then what happens then? You explain.
No, I get where you're coming from, and I think they are not helping. Friends are not helping.
I can explain.
Yes, but they are not helping. You see, when you wear it, oh, you're looking nice. I'm like, I've been looking at it, but like, oh, Charlie, you snatched it.
I know, I know, because when I used to wear waist trainers, every time I wore it, it's like I'm just suddenly poom poom.
Yes.
And I didn't like that.
You didn't like
Anytime
that?
someone said, you look good, I say I'm wearing a waist trainer.
Yeah,
I'm so quick to say it. So that you don't think that's how my body is, because that's not how my body is.
Yeah.
And I don't want you thinking that's how my body is, because it's not. And on set and on so many things I've done, I don't wear a body shaper, and sometimes my stomach looks big, and I'm told my stomach looks big. I say, oh yeah, I know my stomach is big, but it's normal, you know. It's normal.
Oh, so
Women
you get
have
that.
big stomachs.
You get that.
Men have big stomachs. Look at your stomach.
So
like
how do you...
I'm very quick. I have a quick response for anyone who wants to comment on my body. Like if you what about you though?
Wow.
Like your stomach is not particularly flat.
Wow. So you've
experienced
that.
Oh yes, but the thing is, it does not bother me at all. Zilch. It used to.
Oh, okay.
It used to. But at this point in my life, I think I look great.
Yeah, you do.
And so do you.
Thank you.
I think I look great. And I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, girl, I think I look great.
Yeah, you
and
do.
so, I mean, no. I get that a lot. Yeah. I get that. Like when I wear very, clothes that hug my body, I get that sometimes. Your stomach looks big. And even on social media, when I put up pictures and I look really snatched because sometimes, photos. Sometimes you look more snatched than you actually are.
Yeah.
And people come on and say, oh my God, now you have a very flat stomach after 2 children. I'm very quick to respond. I do not have a flat stomach. This is a professional picture taken by Infoni. He has worked on it before I posted this picture.
Oh, okay.
It's not representative of how I actually look in real life.
Yeah.
So please don't give yourself pressure. Like, if you check my photos, like where I get comments about, oh, your stomach is flat, I'm very quick to remind you that it's not. Because it's not reality. And sometimes I feel like because of all these really cool photos out there, women who don't particularly look like that feel, some way. And as for Miss Austin, I tell you, before we had this conversation, I'd never have guessed. Ashaki and I were just talking about how gorgeous you look. Outside of how you feel, that, people think you're so young and all that, do you feel like that you look good? Like,
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I know I'm very beautiful. I know I feel really good about myself. I know I'm a pretty girl. And that's why when you get that from people, it's pretty annoying. And I was trying to deal with the situation. And I was told that, oh, maybe it's because you are, quote unquote, I don't care, right? So try and up it a little bit, right? And they'll tell you, like, be more, what do you call it? Is it girly? Or be where, like, you always have to look a certain way. So you always have to have your heels, your hair, your makeup done every time.
So that you can look
so that you can look your age, but it still doesn't work. For me, it's just a common decency I'm asking for. I don't have a problem with the way I look. It's just how I'm being received.
It's the pressure from other people, the disrespect from other people.
From other
and
people.
the treatment that you get.
Yes.
Wow.
I know. Wow. You're probably saying the same, but I think this opens our eyes to how we relate to other people and how that must make them feel. And so while we go on this break, think about all the people you've met in traffic and disrespected because of the way they look. Probably think they're too young or too small or their gender or whatever else makes us treat people with disrespect. Think about that. We'll be right back.
We got this.
When I open fried toast and flour, nature comes to life. When I cook with fried toast and flour, family comes to life. Nature gives to you in every drop, goodness in every bite. Nature gives to you in every drop, goodness in every bite.
Just give to you in every drop.
Feels great to have a hearty, healthy family. Frytol sunflower cooking oil. Also cholesterol free for tasty, healthy meals. Love your food, love your life.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Kaiser Intelligence System is that magical experience in our lapel range. And it's got a TFT touch control system in this extractor, an induction hot plate with a tempered glass surface powered by the world premium Shot Siran. Shock resistant, and it comes with its grill plates. Every space of this induction hob can cook, and we call it the Free-Zo. Just touch to control the extractor fan speed. The power slide on the induction hob gives you the freedom to regulate its power to your desire. Magically powerful in extracting heat, smoke, and harmful odors without being a noisy nuisance in your cooking space. And because we care, the induction hob has a safety guard and child lock function. Now, look at that food. Kaiser knows how to bring the best in every cook. Kaiser, power in action.
We got this.
You're welcome back. You're watching our episode on body image issues, and I'm hanging out with Dorothy Cornelius and Miss Austin. Now, you are a DJ.
Yes, ma'am.
So you go out at night a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever had any encounter with anyone who thought you were too young to be entering a certain place?
Oh, the bouncers.
The bouncers?
Yeah, I remember this was back in uni when I was, Rhapsodies at the mall.
Yeah.
And we had just been invited, me and my friends. Mind you, I was the oldest amongst them. So I get in, we're trying to get in, and the bouncer says, you, stand on this side, you go home. And I'm furious, and I'm like, oh, but wait, what's the problem? He says, oh, you're too young. I said, well, I'm older than them. I'm at the time, 21, and they are young. And then they were like, okay, then all of you go home. That bouncer became my friend later on. So he had to stop other bouncers when I finally became a DJ from bouncing me because I was a DJ. But you usually have bouncers looking at you like, no, we can't allow you to
Like when you
enter.
go to work?
First day at work. Let's say I have a residency in a club and the bouncer doesn't know me or he's a new bouncer. I would have like some slight problems. That's
Must be very annoying.
That's the introduction. Yeah.
Must be very annoying.
On a daily basis.
So have you ever actually considered a wardrobe change like people suggested to you?
I have. It's not the wardrobe change. It's not the wardrobe change. It's just, so when you dress like, what do I say? Let's say if I dress like Dorothy, right? My blazer on, my crop top on, my heels on, and I enter a place. It's still the two-no girl way. So no matter what you do, whether you are a tomboy, whether you really don't care, whether you are fashionable, whether you're on point, it still doesn't matter because you always look like that kid trying to
Look
act
like a
mature.
grown woman.
Yeah.
Has it affected your relationships, romantic relationships?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
Oh, no, hell no. No. Because the
Okay.
people all the romantic relationships I have had, we've been friends before or we knew each other before.
So you haven't had people like...
you always have
like,
younger people.
Younger boys.
Yeah, the boys. I call them SBS, small boy syndrome. So you always have the, Charlie, what's up?
Try to talk to you. Do you ever play along?
I don't entertain
Or
them. I don't entertain
it's
them. Or I laugh at them. It's how I deal with the situation. Sometimes I suck them, sometimes I laugh at them. And it takes them a while to even believe that, no, I'm not their mate.
Do you want to gain weight?
Yes. I just can't. Even if I gain 2 kilos, all I have to do is to wake up and go to work and it's gone.
What have you done to gain weight?
What? Eat, medicine.
You take medicine?
I've stopped. I gave up. So in my teens, I was promised that, my friends and family promised that in your 20s, you gain some weight because the female hormones, that's whatever it does. Got to my 20s, no weight. And they said, oh, don't worry, in your 30s, I'm in my 30s, no shoe. And then I was told, oh, I had fibroid. So I was told when you take your fibroid, now your body will be able to do whatever it does. Fibroid is out, no weight. And now I've been promised after childbirth. So I've told people to stop promising me weight. They should stop promising me weight because, I mean, some of us have been born like this. So
yeah,
you just embrace it.
Have you ever had to like eat so much in an attempt to see if it will, give you some extra weight?
I have, but I gave up. I gave up.
Have you gone on crazy diets in an attempt to lose weight?
Yes. That's how come
the
the
keto.
ulcer.
Yeah,
That's how come the ulcer.
What's the
came
keto
about.
diet?
The
What do you
keto.
eat? Yeah.
Oh, the keto, they'll bring you food. It's like more of cutting off the carbs in your food. So no rice, no bangkun, no kenke.
No kenke.
Yeah, no kenke, nothing. No carbs, nothing.
You're a girl.
Yeah.
No kinky.
No kinky.
You agreed to that diet.
No kinky.
For
They
2
can
months.
give you contemporary cucumber. Yeah. that day I was hard.
Contemporary what?
I cried. Contemporary and cucumber.
So let me tell you.
As you're eating the I
Let
cried.
me tell you a story, right? We worked together.
You cried.
Oh, I cried. I was like, what is this?
We worked together, right? And there was a weekend where they brought the food, right? So they brought her two boxes, Saturday and Sunday. And this girl took the 2 boxes home and ate the in one night.
Are you kidding?
So she came to work and she was so light. She was like, and I told me, she couldn't sleep.
Are you serious? I'm telling you.
She ate all the 2 boxes in
Oh
one
yeah,
night.
I broke down when I was on the diet. The first week it was okay. The second week it was okay. The third week, oh no. One time I called the lady. I was like, Madam, I paid for this thing, but you know what? I can't do this. Please allow me. Let me chew chicken, okay? It's like
You couldn't even eat chicken?
No, the meat after they give you the meat, you're not supposed to eat any other thing. And the
You must stick to
contombre
it.
and the cucumber, that's it.
It will digest quickly.
That's it. And I'm still hungry. I like food. I'm still hungry. I think that's the problem. Now I can't eat though. I can't eat though. Like
So the cucumber is the what? The yam.
yes. So you chew.
So do you have a lot of contemporary?
No, it's like in
Just
a small
the
pack.
small
Small
pack.
pack.
The contombre is there, then the cucumber is there. Actually, yeah, it's
Is there a science to it? I mean, is that? So how are you supposed to stay full?
that's it.
So you just be hungry around town. That would make you highly irritable.
That's why they tell you that with time your body will get to
Will
it.
adjust.
Yeah. So small.
So
with
until
time.
then,
Yeah, with
I'll
time.
be very angry all day.
Yeah,
Like you can't cross
like
me.
I said, the second week it was crazy. I didn't know. So sometimes I tell them, please, can I just at least chew some chicken or the eggs? Can I make it 3 instead of 2? It was hard, but with time, they call you. They have coaches and everything. They'll call you and let you in on what to drink more water, do this, do that. So and I also knew what I wanted to do. So it's about you also staying disciplined. Yeah. But it was hard for me. It got to a point where they wanted me to do fasting, and I told them that no, I can't do fasting. I can't do fasting because back in school, I told you, I had ulcer. Ulcer because I could go like days without eating just to remain slim. And that I could do because my body could allow me. But when I was doing my service, that was when it hit. We're running shifts and everything. So till they change you can't go and eat. And I was thinking my body should be able to take it. But one time I think I couldn't. My supervisor was like, you were actually, crying that your tummy, you have to take you to the hospital. And they told me, I was like, hey, madam, you have ulcer, so you better start eating. So they had to put me on drug. The only thing that saved me, I didn't waste so much money, was that we were on because of my service, I was on like their payroll, so I could get free medical care. That's the only thing that saved me. So I didn't spend much. They covered everything. So that was when I knew that, I told them that I can't do the fasting thing. So I wouldn't sign up for that. I'll eat. Even if it's little, I'll eat down because I can't let this ulcer thing come down. When it comes, it's crazy. I have to lie down. It happened to me one time at the mall. I had to lie in a friend's car. It was that bad. When it comes, the pain that comes with it, it's crazy. So after 2 months, I told them, no, you know what? I'll still introduce the carbs in my diet. Maybe from time to time, I'll come and do keto a little bit, then go back. But I can't cut it off because
Would you recommend this diet to other people?
Please, if you want to do this, go and see your doctor first. Like, don't do homeschooling or home treatment. Like I told you, I go to my hospital, I go to my doctor and ask him questions. I go to the pharmacy at the moment. When I check my weight, I ask them, when is it bad? Or when does it go from healthy to an obsession? That's when they told me that for your height, if you get to 72, you are okay.
Where are you now?
Last match, I was 76.
Whoa.
Yes.
You're almost
I was
there,
at 82.88. I told you when I started.
82.88.
Then with the keto, I came with the exercising and everything. I came down 76.
Have you considered just living a healthy lifestyle and letting your body be? So work out, eat well, drink sufficient water, take your vitamins, sleep well, and just be.
Yeah, but now the thing is that we are gone. So my family, we are big people. So it's scary. My mom was slimmer than me. After having 4 kids, she's become big. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but we have body. That's what I know. So if I don't consciously do something about it, by the time I wake up one morning, I'm 20. That's how I
Aside looking
feel.
nice in clothes, are you actually afraid? Do you have a fear
Yeah.
of getting big?
Yes, I do. Very much.
Aside, looking lovely in your bodycon dresses, what else is it? Like, where does the fear come from? What do you care?
The fact that I wouldn't feel good about myself. The fact that maybe I would want the fear of going under the knife. I'm scared of doing that.
That
just
if
to
you
look
grew
some
big,
kind of way.
you would have a surgery
Yes,
to
like
reduce.
if I have the money, which I know by God's grace I might have it, but I can use it for other things. But I know if I have the money and I'm big, I will go under the knife. Just to look some type. So I'm scared. I don't want it to get there. Most of the time, you can save up and do it if you want to. But that's the thing. The thing that stops me from doing is the fact that I know I don't have kids, and I don't want to go under the knife before having kids. I think it's more because I want to have 6 children.
Hey.
Yes, I want to have 6 children. If I go now, I
sorry,
can't.
what?
6 kids, 6 boys.
Together or like individually? Or
Individually, if
twins,
they'll
or
come together too, I'll take it.
you want to get pregnant 6 times?
Yes, 6 children.
It's very ambitious.
Yeah, 6 children.
Okay. I see.
So I don't want to go under the knife or do anything or even take the injections, even though they tell me it's safe. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. So my fear is not waiting or not standing on my grounds that I don't want to do it and actually go and do it. So I'm being conscious and doing all the things I need to do, like eat well, do the keto. So I don't even get to that.
What do your friends tell you?
That she's okay.
Yeah, I look
You are
good.
her friend?
Yes, and I work with her.
Yeah.
I tell her she's fine.
Yeah.
She's
Now
fine the way
actually,
she
yeah,
is.
when I told them I was gonna go back on a diet, Rosamond was like, "You're okay. Don't you stop this." But right now they can see that, oh, sister, I'll try to be careful.
And then how are you going to maintain that weight?
Yeah, I'll try. Now I don't eat fufu, I don't eat banku, I don't eat all those kind of things. I try the rice sometimes. The rice, when it comes, it's funny. When I get the food, I take half, I throw it away. Right in your face, I'll throw it away because I don't want to keep it. I'll go and eat it. So I throw it away. Then the little in the bowl, I manage and I eat and I drink more water.
Well, managing your portion size, I think, is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that's what I've been
Yeah.
doing. Yeah, but the fufu, I don't.
But
even
denying
try at all.
yourself meals that you love,
Yeah.
like kinky, the soft kinky from
Yes.
under the pot.
Yes.
Have you ever bought kinky from the kinky seller's house when they remove it from under the pot? Where the otinshinu is?
Yes.
And you don't eat that.
I don't eat that anymore.
Girl.
It's hard. It's hard.
That's not
hard.
okay.
It's very hard.
That's not okay. Have you had some really low moments because of your weight or your body?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you care to share?
Like when I told you, the lady told me on set that I look some type of way, like my tummy thing and everything. Yeah, that day I really cried. When I went home, I really, really cried. I really, really cried. That was, anytime I call my doctor and ask my doctor about these things and everything, you tell you, Dorothy, take your time. I think I have people that stop me from doing this, or they find a way to tell me that you're fine, you're good. Because they know if they don't, the next minute, oh, I look like Kim Kardashian or something. And one thing I've realized, I also watch those girls that get hooked on the way they look. They've done a lot. It's something on Snapchat, episodes on that, how they spend this amount of money on their body. I can watch that every day, just watching.
You need to stop.
Yeah, I need
You
to
need
stop.
to stop watching that.
Yeah,
Maybe it's the things that you consume,
yeah.
the media you consume, social media
Yeah.
and stuff like that, that make you
Yeah.
feel this way.
Yeah.
Because I would never have thought for
Yeah.
a moment that
Yeah.
you would have body image issues.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Last time I posted a picture that I was wearing a bodycon dress, but I was wearing my snatch thing, and I got 25K views on that. But I wear a blazer.
Oh,
Yeah,
how's it?
yeah. And I before I wore this thing, I had taken a picture with that, and actually I had a friend, somebody that I really, really like so much, telling me your tummy. my tummy is getting big. Do something about it.
And that thing really
Yes.
affects you, especially
person
when
texted.
the person is close
somebody,
to
yes.
you that you love.
Nah, I cried. I really cried.
It really hurts.
I really cried.
It really hurts.
I want to understand why this affects you so much. Someone else's opinion about your body.
No, meaning that maybe I don't understand, but it hurts, meaning you telling me you like me and everything, but you don't like everything.
Oh, it's a guy.
Yes, a guy. It
Oh.
hurts. And not just him, other people will text you, maybe your friend, oh, your tummy is becoming big. Oh, your tummy is becoming big. Your tummy is big. You take a normal photo of yourself, you don't edit it, you don't do anything, normal video, and you're saying that.
I get that it's annoying because I have had comments like that on my Instagram, like, oh my God, are you pregnant? I'm like, oh, well, let me check and get back to you. You know, people tell me that on my Instagram, like, oh, your stomach, are you pregnant? I'm like, you know what? Let me just check quickly. I'll reply in a moment after I know. It doesn't upset me. I think they shouldn't do that.
They shouldn't.
But I find it annoying, yes, but it doesn't affect me or the way I feel about myself. There was a time though when I had body image issues, but then I think I wasn't even taking photos or putting photos out. I took a lot of photos for my personal use, but I'd never published them. So I know how it feels. You know, I mean, I just had the babies and I had surgeries, and you know, it takes a while, you know, and I couldn't find clothes that would fit, and I wanted to be able to wear my old clothes because when you have clothes you love and you suddenly can't wear them anymore because you got big. It's very depressing.
The work that you do like this, we had this commercial and they bought a dress and they didn't even tell me about the size. But it's like they look at you and you'll be like, oh, you might be at this size or that size. I was on diet as at that time. When I went in and I took the dress and I wore it, the lady was like, oh, thank God though, thank God, because I'm fitted young, and I'm like,
you could have just.
So you see the link, meaning that me also losing weight is helping.
No,
that's the link.
I
mean that was how I felt. That's why I'll keep on doing this, because it links, like, meaning that if I was a 14, we would have a problem on set.
Yeah.
And that means that my weight is stopping me from doing that. Means I would have given the gig to somebody else.
Because
that's
of
how
the
I
dress.
because of my size. Because it was a month or 2 months before we did that, they would have given it to somebody else because I wouldn't have fit in that dress.
So it's also pressure from work.
Yes, and it's something that you love doing.
Yeah.
So if my weight is going to hinder or going to prevent me from getting this thing, maybe I've worked so hard, because you go for auditions, they cut it down, they call you back again. Anything you see me do on TV now, it's not handed down or because I know somebody. I go for auditions, they can audition 50 people, I'll go and stand in, they'll cut it down, they'll call me again. So imagine going through that, you are finally picked because maybe you are good. I don't know anybody in that set. You get there and they tell you, oh, Atarian Kwawanka, you be free before.
That also, I also stopped doing commercials and things because of that. Because every time I audition, I was told, no, you don't look the part, or you look too young. You look too young. You look too young, and I got tired.
You look too young.
Yeah. And now people engage with me more. Oh, you looking
you
slim
look too
now.
young. You
what,
look too young.
What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you what do you eat? What do you eat? I like the way you're looking now. You see now, I like the way you're looking now. Meaning that what? When I was 40, you all had a problem. You didn't say anything.
You know what's interesting? I always get casted for an older person than my age, and I make jokes about it. I say, you know what? I don't think I look my age. I think I look a lot older, but I really don't care because it has nothing to, it's not something I can control.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything that's within my control or my power.
Yeah.
So I don't care. I really don't. And I don't know how you feel about it, but if they could just cast you for the part that they believe you look, but I guess that might upset you.
I was just tired of waiting. When would I look older?
No, I mean if you look
mature,
if you look,
no, not even older, matured for the set.
Oh,
for
mature.
the part. Matured for the part.
Matured. Well, that's a whole new conversation. Maturity is not a look, is it?
Well, yeah. So now think about this thing.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We will be right back. You're watching We Got This Africa.
Kenya fe.
When I open fried toast and flour, nature comes to life. When I cook with fried toast and flour, family comes to life. Nature's gift to you in every drop, your goodness in every bite. Nature's gift to you in every drop, your goodness in every bite.
Just give to you in every draw.
Feels great to have a hearty, healthy family. Fritol sunflower cooking oil. Also cholesterol free for tasty, healthy meals. Love your food, love your life.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Can you feel over your face? We got this. Can you feel over your face?
You're welcome back. You're watching We Got This Africa. This is our episode on body image issues. Now, tell me, Ms. Austin, what's the one struggle or difficulty you have outside of people's opinions about your weight and your size?
Finding clothes.
Finding clothes?
Yeah. So for instance, if I want this dress in my size and it's in a boutique, there's a high percentage that they're not going to get a size 6. Most of the time, the least is from size 8 to the biggest size. Size 6 out. Size 6 or 4. When I was a 4, it was even worse. You never get anyone bringing clothes.
Your size.
My size. So
how do you get your clothes?
If you're lucky and someone is coming from outside, or you just go and make them.
Have you ever had to buy from the children's section?
It doesn't fit. So, they don't have breast. So even if you buy from the children's section, it doesn't fit. Your boobs don't fit. Or if it's the jeans, it's always like 3/4. It doesn't fit well. No.
So either way, you don't get your size.
Yeah. Or you just buy a size bigger and alter it. So there was a time almost 90% of my clothes were altered, from jeans to everything.
How about
tops.
shoes?
Oh, shoes, I'm lucky. I'm a size 38. My feet are not too tiny. So for shoes, I was okay. Whether heels or...
okay, so you get shoes.
So as for shoes, I'm always fine. But clothes, no. Especially when I was a size 4.
You?
Yeah. When I was a...
Your dress size is the commonest size.
Yeah.
No,
12.
Yeah. No.
12?
No. You see, when I became a bit bigger, when I went to 14. So right now, if you get to a 14, when you buy a 12, it doesn't really fit. That was when I realized that I'm getting to a 14, because when you buy the 12, with the UK side, they are very strict. They don't leave room for anything. So when you wear it, even though you're a size 12, when you wear things from the UK, it doesn't fit. Especially with their shirts and their pants, it does not fit at all. So meaning that you need to get a size up. So most of my jeans are now mom jeans or boyfriend jeans, size 14. If you want to get skinny, you have to get extreme skinny jeans.
On behalf of all moms, mom jeans.
Yeah, mom jeans.
What are mom jeans?
Oh, I don't know. They are nice. They are these big.
They're in vogue now.
Yeah,
She said mom jeans.
Yeah, they are called mom jeans.
Okay, mom jeans.
But they are nice though. I've been wearing them. They are nice.
You know what? I don't know how to feel about this mom jeans, but okay.
I'll show you to them. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll show them to you. You will see.
I know,
They're nice, but they are called mom jeans. They have boyfriend jeans.
Okay.
So I used to wear the mom jeans. Yeah.
So you weren't able to wear high-waisted skinny jeans?
No. Unless it's super stretchy. If it's UK 12, it needs to be super. For the US size, it's good because most of their things are bigger. So that way you can get your size.
Yeah.
Yes, like Fashion Novas, you can get your size and wear good jeans. But from the UK, they have more of the things that you like. You need to get a size up. So that is also what makes you know that you're getting out of shape. Because if you're supposed to get a 14, sometimes even you have to even get a 16. Because if the 14 really doesn't do much, So I was moving from now UK 14, now you're comfortable. Maybe it doesn't fit, then you have to go to. I have shirts that are UK 16, very, very huge. And in a way, I like oversized clothes. I think just to cover up, so you don't really need to see any folds or anything. So I got used to those things. I started watching those kind of things, watch ladies that wear those kind of things, oversized and everything. And even with that, people do laugh at me. Like, hey, they all show oversized, so, you know? So now it goes back to then.
So you know what? No matter what you do, people will talk.
Yeah.
No matter how you look, people will talk.
Yeah.
Dorothy, you're so gorgeous. You're one of the most gorgeous girls around nowadays.
Yeah.
And I really, really hope that you see it too.
Yeah.
And not get affected by beauty standards of this society of ours, which are not realistic.
It's hard, but
They're not realistic. Instagram is not real. You and I know that Instagram is not real. I see pictures of myself on Instagram and I know I don't look like that.
Yeah.
So let's not let those things affect us so much. When you see other people and you think they're so snatched, they are not snatched.
Okay. So now what about the work part?
Oh, you need to put people right and you need to put people straight.
People in their place.
You need to put people in their place.
Like now it looks like you are coming up, so you don't really have a say as to what is happening.
Well, what you allow now is what you continue to endure throughout your career. You have to start right. Yeah. What you allow now, you continue to endure. When people do something wrong and you allow it, you are teaching them how to treat you.
Yeah.
And that's how they'll forever treat you. So you have to put people right now, from the beginning.
On set, that's why I told them that I've retired, I don't do this thing. I don't want to mention the person's name, but I was on set. It happened again. They gave me a dress. They didn't really take my size. But when I wore the dress, like the upper part was a bit tinier. So it's like you can see the folds down here. So even if I tuck in, there's this whole thing. So you think it's my tummy, but it's not. And the director, he wouldn't say you're looking big or whatever, but you can see he's whispering to somebody. He's whispering. Then the guy will tell you, Dorothy, can you tuck in for me? And they will do that, and they're still expecting you to
deliver.
Yes. And it went on and went on. I didn't say anything till they needed my help. That was when I told them that, no, the way you guys treated me on set, I didn't say anything, but I was like, oh, you saw that? I was like, yeah, what the guy was doing. Because he would say cut and you go all about. And it's all because of my tummy. The way I cried because of my tummy. They can actually stop it and tell you, can you do it? Can you? Like they're teaching you. I'm telling you. In a nice way, and you are the model, you can't flip because they need you to deliver. So you'll be like, can you tuck in? Can you? Thank you very much. Can you do it again? Thank you. Like that. Thank you. Now, are you ready? Can we go? How can we go? Before I did spoil my mood. How can we go?
So I guess this is a note to all of us. If you're watching us and you do that to people, stop it.
Stop it.
There's nothing cool about it. If you want someone with a flat stomach, perhaps you should hire someone with a flat stomach. Really. I mean, really. Human beings have big bellies. When we eat, you can have the flattest stomach and eat beans or whatever, and you bloat. It happens. It's normal. We are grown women. It's normal. Final words from you, Ms. Austin.
Treat people with respect, no matter who they are, whether they're children, whether they're grown-ups. Just treat people with respect. Be nice to people. And stop talking about people's weight, whether they're too tiny or too big.
Exactly.
Just stop.
Exactly. I guess that's a really good note to end on. Stop talking about people's weight because you don't know how they feel about it, and also because it's none of your business. And it really isn't our business how... It's not. It's not. I know there's a temptation to say something. I know that's the way we are. Why ekesio? It's a greeting now. Why ekesio? It's like the new hello nowadays. It's not nice. You don't know what your comments would do to a person's ego, the way they feel, their mental health. We drive a lot of women in particular to depression because of our comments about our bodies. Starting today, we should try to stop it. I know we can't make a decision today to stop and never do it again, but every time you find yourself thinking about talking about another person's weight, just hold back and mind your business. This has been the Body Image Issue edition of We Got This Africa. My name is Ashorkor. I've been hanging with Dorothy Cornelius and cool Miss Austin. Thank you so much for watching our show. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Life is full of faces. Sometimes you good, sometimes you bad. While we run this race, although it's far,
this is my favorite segment on the show because it's about goodness. Fritol, you deserve a life of goodness. What does a life of goodness mean for you, Miss Austin?
My life of goodness means peace, money, enjoyment.
Preach. What is enjoyment, by the way?
Enjoyment is being able to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Be it vacations, be it working on a desired project, anything that makes you really happy.
Yeah.
Really happy. You?
Please ask me again.
What does a life of goodness mean?
A life of goodness, health, peace, stability, married, kids, 6 children.
6 children.
6 children. Partying, traveling around.
Yeah.
Money.
Will you go with the 6 children or?
No. No, their grandmother.
Yes. Charlie, on behalf of all grandmothers, we just look you. Hey, yeah, you don't know. Their grandmother will leave them with their mother. And then you will see. Anyway, thank you girls for coming on.
Thank
We Got This Africa is an April Communications production with support from Kaiser. Proudly brought to you by Fritol. Fritol, you deserve a life of goodness.